Hey guys, Patronics123 here, and today we're here for actually a very, very exciting thing to do today, because if for those of you who don't know, this hopefully comes out on the same day, but as you can see down there, Mewtwo was just released as DLC for Super Smash Bros. And Nintendo Wii U and 3DS, and so today we're going to be showing off some showcasing stuff for him. This is I'm doing this post-commentary, so I'm just kind of watching over the footage I recorded. This isn't the norm for me. I usually do live commentary, but I figured I'd try it out for this because it's a bit of a special occasion, and I thought I'd give my impressions on Mewtwo here and all that. So yeah, Mewtwo did come out. If you didn't register both your 3DS version and the Wii U version of the game before, I think it was March 31st, then you aren't going to get these emails for the Mewtwo code, but since I personally did, I now have Mewtwo in both my Wii U and 3DS version, and I'm just in training mode here, showing off a bunch of his moves, like his tilts and his smash attacks and all that other jazz, just kind of showing it all off. Now it's the special moves like Disable and Confusion, just to kind of show off Disable. It disables them, and then Confusion just flips them out around a little bit, and then you can combo out of that. You have your Shadow Ball, which is this projectile. It does a lot of damage in this game, especially when fully charged. You'll notice here, it's at a full 25%. That's quite a bit for a fully charged projectile. And then this is Mewtwo's Recovery, which I'm pretty sure I'll be showing off here. Oh yeah, first off, I show how far back Mewtwo gets knocked when you use the Shadow Ball in the air. I'm not sure if I actually show the recovery here, but I'm just kind of showing some like grabs and all that. I'm trying to get a certain combo off, but it's hard against the CPUs who don't DI at all. Just kind of showing off a bunch of Mewtwo's grabs and how he kind of moves. I had practiced using Mewtwo for a couple hours before I recorded this, so I know what I'm doing. I feel like I'm learning how to play Mewtwo well. I'm showing off his taunts here. His taunts are really cool, and I'm really glad they actually kept, like, it's not the same voice actor, but they, with the new voice actor, they tried to replicate the old one in, like, the way that he says certain things, so it sounds very similar, so I really enjoy that. And, right here, I'm going to be showing off his final smash, which is Mega Mewtwo Y, Mind Crush! Boom! And DDD's dead. It's a really cool final smash, and, yeah, it's one of my personal favorites in the game, and just showing off more of Mewtwo's moves here in training before we move on to the For Glory segment of this, which is right here, clean transition. This is just going to be a couple of matches on For Glory with Mewtwo, and yeah, I recorded this all on the day Mewtwo came out, April 15th. Hopefully this goes out before it's gonna. If it gets out on the same day, it's gonna be a close shave, like a very late 11 o'clock, but it might be 12 o'clock on Thursday. Oh well, it's still gonna be relatively soon, and so yeah, you're gonna get to see some of my Mewtwo stuff. I mean, this is once again very early because the meta for Mewtwo hasn't really been completely formed yet. I feel like I have an idea of what I'm doing, because I've been practicing as him all day, and I've been doing very well on For Glory. So, yeah, just to kind of say my impressions of Mewtwo, I feel like, I'm definitely very excited. You guys know how excited I was for Mewtwo when, he was first announced and everything. But, I feel like Mewtwo, a lot of people are discrediting him, saying that he's, like, super light and floaty, which he is, and, like, he doesn't have enough combo ability or he doesn't have enough advantages, like enough tools to warrant playing as him with such a low low weight. So while people are saying that, I personally believe that he has a lot more potential than a lot of people are saying. You'll be seeing here that I actually do pull off some cool combos, maybe not necessarily in this battle. I mean, I'm not entirely sure. I recorded this earlier today, but I feel like Mewtwo has a lot of untapped potential, especially, I mean, it's only been one day, but I can't wait to see what people can do, and I'm going to try and be part of that bandwagon, and, yeah, a lot of certain moves of Mewtwo's that are really powerful. His Shadow Ball does, like, as I mentioned before, like 25% when fully charged, and it does a lot, like, it does so much knockback. It's one of Mewtwo's best killing moves, and his throws are really good, and as you saw there, his up smash is a great killing move as well. And it, sure, if you whiff it, you're pretty much screwed, but so long as you know what you're doing and you can hit it right, you aren't going to get punished, and it'll do a lot. Confusion was also buffed a lot in this game, so sure, opponents can act out of it, like they can try and attack you immediately while they're flying through the air, but it gives Mewtwo's able to do a lot more out of it this time, and you saw a little exchange of smash attacks there, but ended in me dying, but I do have a bit of a percentage lead on this Pac-Man right here. And another thing about Mewtwo that's really cool is his down tilt. Now, his down tilt is same as in Melee. He does a simple, like, tail swipe, but like a lot of down tilts in this game, it comes out very fast. You can do it rapidly, and it can help with combos, and you can chain it into your up tilts, which, very similarly to a couple other characters in the game, his up tilts do chain into each other. While not as much as, say, Mario or Fox or Kirby, his do chain into each other, and if your opponent DIs wrong, you can certainly catch him off guard, and that's something I usually am able to do whenever I'm playing on For Glory, and I really enjoy messing with people with Mewtwo. I mean, like, I understand people probably don't understand, like, don't know the Mewtwo matchup perfectly. They don't know how to fight against him quite yet, so that might be why I'm doing okay. Like, I mean, I'm not, these are still pretty even matches and all, but, like, I don't know. People might be saying I'm not doing that well, and it's just the newness of the character, but I don't know. I feel like I'm doing pretty well with Mewtwo, and he's at this point in the battle, he was trying to charge the key, and I knew I main Pac-Man, as you guys know, so I knew when he was gonna throw it. So basically, you'll see in a second here. Boom! Yeah, I perfect shielded that key, and I got the down smash off, which is a very slow but very powerful and rewarding move. It can kill really early, and it didn't kill early, but it certainly finished off Pac-Man, and getting reads is always fun. So we're going to be moving on to the next battle here, showing off more Mewtwo in For Glory, and I will be sticking with this color for Mewtwo. I call it the Bluetooth, for like Bluetooth. This is my preferred color for Mewtwo. He has some really cool colors. He probably has some of my favorite in the game. They're super simple. They mostly just change his tail color, and there's one that's like turns his like skin color black and his tail white, and that's really cool as well. But my personal favorite is this blue one, and it is the one you'll probably see me most often use on the channel. But besides that, Mewtwo is just rounding out to be a really fun fighter, and I feel like he has a lot of potential. As I mean, you guys are seeing here, Ness is considered one of the hardest characters to deal with in the game, and I'm leading him by this much percentage. It's really quite nice, and a lot of Mewtwo's aerials are really good too. He has the down air spike. His nair is amazing. He, basically, he shocks himself with electricity, and you can basically propel yourself into your opponents whenever you see the opportunity fit, and it'll usually catch them off guard. His forward air is a bit hard to land, but it's his Shadow Claw, and if you do hit it, it does a lot of damage. His back air is, he swings his tail backwards, and that's really useful. His up air is, it's a lot like, it's basically his up tilt, but in the air, and it can definitely be useful. It's just, it doesn't have the same killing power as the rest of his aerials do, and another thing you'll see there is that his up throw is a very strong kill move for character, just like it was in Melee. It's a very strong kill move, and yeah, I'm so glad that Mewtwo got like as buffed as he did in this game as compared to Melee. Like, you're seeing this. Also, if you see like it's stuttering here, it's not the video. I was recording this directly off For Glory, so there was a bit of lag. But as you can see here, I'm over a full stock ahead of this guy, and like, in Melee, I mean, Ness isn't considered the greatest in Melee or anything, but Mewtwo, I think Mewtwo is like I know Mewtwo is considered one of the worst in Melee, but like, I'm not exactly sure where he falls. Regardless, it's just like, it's really cool how all this is going, and I think, yeah, this is what happens here. He tries to recover twice, hits me, and he kills me, but he also dies in the process, so I got a JV2 stock, and I mean, that's good enough for me. Oh man, all this Mewtwo. I'm sorry if my commentary is kind of distracting from what's actually happening on screen, but I mean, if that's the case, then you can just mute the volume and watch the battles, and that's always the case. And for people that watch my series Smash Lock, you guys know that I hate versing Robs, and to my pleasure, it seems, at least through this matchup, it might just be this guy who maybe doesn't main Rob, or maybe he doesn't know the Mewtwo matchup. But, and it doesn't seem readily apparent at this point in the battle, but it really seems like Mewtwo can be a really good counter to Rob, and that makes me very happy, because I hate dealing with Robs, and seeing as how I'm going to be maining Mewtwo, if I could have a Rob counter, that'd be really nice. That'd be really good, and Mewtwo seems to be fulfilling that. You just saw right there, that was his nair. I was able to combo that into my up tilt. Mewtwo has so much potential in this game that people are neglecting simply because they think he's... I don't know, I feel like people aren't... I don't know. people are too quick to judge his floatiness, and they're not, like, able to get used to it, I guess. I don't know exactly how to describe it, and I was able to get that, back air. And I tried to spike him because I thought he might be able to recover, but he didn't anyway, so I kind of killed myself there. But, I mean, he's dead too, so that was my main goal, so long as he died. But, yeah, I feel like we definitely need to, as a collective Smash Brothers community, we really need to look into what exactly Mewtwo can do, and if that's the case, I will certainly be on the forefront of that, because I will always be on Mewtwo's supporting side. I love the character. Regardless, this matchup, as I was saying, I feel like it's a good counter. Mewtwo's a good counter to Rob, and I mean, it's hard to really judge this early on because people don't know the Mewtwo, like what Mewtwo exactly can do yet. I mean, it has only been a day, so not everyone knows everything that Mewtwo can do, but I mean, some people do. So who knows what this guy knew. But yeah, it's really interesting. I'm really enjoying Mewtwo in Smash 4, and I'm hoping that the other DLC characters are just as enjoyable. And yeah. But you'll see here, I am able to get a lot of combos off. One of Mewtwo's coolest combos is his down throw into his forward air, because it's normally pretty hard to land the Shadow Claw forward air. But out of a down throw, it becomes a lot easier because the opponent gets in the exact range that you can short hop and all that. And you saw right there, I was able to confusion his Rob's gyro right back at him, which is another reason why I feel like this is a very good matchup for Mewtwo. And you'll actually note, and for those of you who played Melee and knew and like used confusion as a reflector, which is his side B, it's the thing that like flips them around and all that, you would have known that in Melee, it was a deflector, so like even if Samus shot her charge shot and you reflected it using confusion, it wouldn't hurt her back. But in this game, it's a reflector. It will shoot the projectile back at them, so that's another plus that Mewtwo has, and it's a very commonly used thing. I mean, it's something I use. I use confusion a lot when playing as Mewtwo because it's a much better move. So is Disable. I feel like Disable is probably one of the most underrated moves in the entire Smash Brothers series. Like even in Melee, I've always thought it had a it was never given enough credit, simply because, I mean, you put your opponent into a dizzy state. Sure, it's really hard to land, but if you do, then you're basically free to do whatever you want with them. And yeah, of course, I mean, against more combo-y characters like Mario, or like Mario here, or say, I don't know, Luigi, Diddy Kong, Sheik characters with a lot of combo ability, I'm not exactly sure how Mewtwo will do because he's pretty big, so there's a lot of him to hit, and since he's light, they can kind of finish him off early. So I mean, I'm not entirely sure. And he managed to spike me there. The thing is that what I'm learning recently is that I've been trying to use the teleport to kind of like dodge stuff, like kind of as if it was Project M. Like I kind of get confused because his air dodge looks like what his up B used to be in Melee. So like whenever I should be going for the air dodge, I usually go for the teleport instead. And it's really stupid of me. I usually go for the teleport, and since there's a split second of Mewtwo like teleporting, then I'm able to get spiked. And yeah, and you notice with the last kill, I know I'm a bit late to saying this, but you may have noticed with the last kill, the Shadow Ball finished him off there, because Shadow Ball's super good. Shadow Ball has a lot of priority in this game, and something you'll notice for the duration of this match is that whenever this Mario throws me off the edge, he'll try and go for the forward air spike because he got it the first time. And I kind of take advantage of that later on in the matches, you'll see, because he knocks me off again, and then he tries to do that. I start noticing his pattern of exactly what his arc is, so then I just go that, and boom! He's dead, spiked. So, yeah, that was certainly a Mewtwo, and that's pretty much all we're gonna have to do today. I showed off Mewtwo and for glory. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy, make sure to come back for more Smash Brothers and other Let's Playing content. This has been Patronix123. I hope you enjoyed this thing, and once again, come back for more content. It'd be really cool to see this channel grow, and if you guys want to see more Mewtwo gameplay, just tell me, and I'll be happy to record it. So, this has been Patronix123, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Alright, bye.